Hello and good morning. Well, we made it. It is Tuesday, December 31st, 2019. 2020 is upon us. Um, so thank you for being here this morning. Thank you all of you who've shown up, been around. It's awesome of you guys. Welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. I got to get used to saying that. It's a good idea, though, to do the thing at the place. So howdy. How are y'all doing? Before we get too far, anybody want to tell me in the chat? Because sometimes there's a delay. Got any plans for New Year's Eve? Okay, while I wait for you guys to respond, I will carry on because I was gonna do. I wasn't gonna do. No, I wasn't. That would be a lie to say that I was gonna do. I considered possibly doing a New Year's ball drop party. Watch for the midnight to happen here. And that won't happen. Me and the wife, we both go to bed about 8 o'clock, get up about 4 o'clock in the morning. So, well, we don't go to bed at 8 o'clock. Hey, we're around 9 o'clock, So about 9:30, 10 o'clock, we're like, oh. I'd probably be a bad host. Maybe Atheist has no plans. I thought about, like I say, doing a live stream. So if I don't do an actual live stream, maybe I ought to go. Surely somebody out there is going to be doing live streams this evening that I could go pop on. Maybe I can ask Critical Cripple Cece if she's still around. If she knows of any. Don't tell me. I know this one. Live streams going on. So yeah, maybe I'll do that because I don't know about if I host one, which would be fun. I'm thinking about doing that in the evenings here, hosting maybe every now and again, maybe twice a week perhaps. A little round table. We sit down, talk, do stuff, atheist stuff, worship the devil, eat babies, that sort of thing. So I was thinking about doing that. No plans. But again, I'm just not one of those who could stay up terribly late to do the midnight thing. So just a thought, There are a few. See, it's New Year's Eve. There's bound to be somebody running the stream, and I do know a few people. I've only teamed up and streamed with the Raging Atheist, and that was once a long time ago in one of his multi-group things. So I think once, maybe I did it twice. Anyway, I haven't done it a lot, so maybe I should do that before I start hosting one of those. Yeah, it's going to be all over the place, and that's great for me. See, so somebody doing a ball drop, say in England. I don't know if you do that. You know what I mean, though. If you're celebrating, you're doing your midnight there, that would be perfect for us because then we can celebrate with you and then go to bed. Am I wrong, or that would be a great time? What time is it here when it's midnight in your zone? We're like -7, so. All right, perfect. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I can get on a stream. Excellent. So yeah, I wanted to check and see, and I wanted to ask, yeah, that's true. But see, that's what I'm saying. I'm willing to negotiate. I'm willing to be flexible and celebrate it at a different time. Unless you mean like April 1st or something. I don't know. If you're a history buff, you know what I mean. But yeah, I'd be willing to flex and go English time. We could do English. I could even put on a crappy English accent. I'm not going to. But I could. If I were alone in a room. Wait. Do I make you horny, baby? That's all you get. That's all you get. Okay, so like I said, I wanted to ask. I've got the intro. I got a little intro that I put up there. I usually sit down about an hour beforehand, and I start. That's what I was thinking. I sit here an hour beforehand, and about half an hour beforehand, I start the stream, so it kind of notifies those folks who want to be here. And then today I got here, and I thought, well, I'll just start it early. So I started early. Is that a good idea? Bad idea? What's the normal for those of you who do streams? Watch streams starting. I was thinking 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes would be a good hang time. There you go. Yeah. Well, I've got this Texas accent I cannot get rid of, but I've also got this strange, odd desire to do theater. And Shakespeare, no less, right? Always, since I was a kid, it was actually about something to do with Jean-Luc Picard and his thing with Shakespeare, right? I'm just being real. I'm telling you the truth. That's what got me there. So I've always wanted to do Shakespeare, but I've always had this Texas accent I couldn't get rid of. And again, alone in a room, or 3 or 4 sentences in a row, I can do a pretty good, passable English accent, British accent, whichever varies, depends on what we're doing. I can do an Australian accent, I can do an Irish accent, I can do, but just not in front of people. And Western Shakespeare parody. I tell you, you are a genius, atheist. I have thought that too. The wife has been dying for me to do that. Maybe I should do one. 2 households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. She just loves it when I do that. So maybe that's what I ought to do. Go for it like that. Thoughts? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So last night, while I wait for the delay, no picking. Don't pick on me. Be nice. Last night we had an interview. I had an interview. I was interviewed by Zach Law from the Zach Religious cast. Zach Religious. Math Pigs. Okay, I'll make a note of that, Critical and CC, and I will check it out. Excellent. Yeah, so we did the interview. It was fun. It was my first public interview of such a nature. I had a good time. The stream was screwed up. I screwed up the stream. I blame. So if you go watch his stream or my stream, when I get the time, I'll put the links below. But if you go watch this, I screwed up because he was broadcasting and I tried to live stream it too, and my poor little computer was just chugging. It chugged and chugged and chugged, and it just couldn't do it. More than a few minutes before, yeah. There you go. I might do that. Maybe 15 minutes or so. But I get notifications of other ones that are coming up. I don't know how that works. I got a lot to learn, much to learn. So I got to work on that. Maybe I'll go with something like 15 minutes or so. I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll give it a try. It is nice to be able to just sit here and get ready and drink coffee. Then those of you who show up early, are there chillaxing. I assume except for Cece, who's over in England, probably having lunch. What do y'all eat for lunch? Having lunch. The rest of you probably having coffee, getting ready for work or something. So that's cool. Fun. All right, so yeah, the interview went really, really well. Again, I've never been interviewed like that. If you want to go check it out, he's got his stream. I'll put the link. I'm going to release it as a premiere tomorrow. For funds. I don't know why. I downloaded it. I downloaded his version, and I'm going to re-upload it to my LTube of views. And I'm going to do that, and like I say, premiere it tomorrow, 10-ish Mountain Time, and then 11, 12 for you guys, you other guys, except for the English people. Y'all are off in the wrong time. Yeah, so I'll premiere it there, and I guess I'll sit around and watch it with you guys who want to sit there and watch it as a premiere. Should be fun, I guess. It was fun for me to do. And he was, hello, Randy. Hello, Randy again. Yeah. So it was a good time. So you'll be able to see it. It was the Zach Religious podcast, and Zach Law did the thing at the place. It was a lot of fun. And I'm looking to do more of those things. So as time comes, it's those kind of things or debate. I guess I'm gonna have to debate, just because I don't particularly care for it. I feel like I'm on the high ground. It's not like I'm afraid of debating. It's just not really. Anyway, it's just one of those things you got to do, right? So I may have to do it. But so my Evil God Monster of Abraham video came out yesterday. That was this weekend. That was the first one. That was good. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And I've got the second one. I'm working on the second one. Script's ready. I'm probably going to record it tonight and get it up on my Patreon, and then set it up to drop this weekend. So I'm very excited about that. That's a great, going through and pointing it all out like that. I think that's going to be novel for I'm sure somebody else has done it. I'm just doing it my own kind of way. And it's just, to me, so obvious how it fits the name of the evil god monster of Abraham. And so as I go through the series, I'm into book 1, chapter 2 now, all the way into chapter 2. And it's just so easy to pick out how the title is so apt. Anyway, so how's it going this morning, Randy? Are you ready to party for the New Year's? That's kind of one of the things we've been talking about. I'm too old to stay up all the way to midnight, so I'm probably going to party with Critical Cripple around 6 p.m. our time and then crash. And I've got this horrible internet delay, so pardon that as you go along. Let's see what else we've got. Working on the weekend. I've got my audio things I'm working on. Yeah. And this one's going to be a quick one, a short one. I'm gonna get out of here early today and go to work and get the work thing done early so I can get going on the New Year's early and get prepared for all those things. Like I said, I've got a script gotta finish recording, and yeah, I don't drink at all, really. I can't, it's pretty rare that I drink, and it's just not my bag. It hurts the body. I'm old. When you get to be my age. No, it just hurts. I didn't even have hangovers. Yeah. I didn't even have hangovers until I hit 30. And since then, it's just been, drinking is hard on the body. I can't do the thing. Sleep early, yeah. Off today and tomorrow. Well, that's good. I'm going to be off tomorrow. Today I got to do the thing, but tomorrow. And I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I'm going to record the thing, but I may do a stream tonight in case you missed that. And there's other people doing streams that I'm going to try to get on with. So if you know of any streams, Randy, that are going tonight, one of those that let people pop in with them, let me know. And I'll go over there with them. Yeah, no, it hurts. It hurts, and my last hangover, I have to admit, was tequila related, and it was about 6 or 7 years ago. And I got the shell shock from it. I'm PTSD. I just think of tequila, and I just start. The next morning was very, really locks in there. So I avoid those. But there's going to be a lot of people, apparently. I guess, well, that's one of the good things about the internet is we've got that we can do that. We really do. We go to bed early, so there's no way I'd make it all the way to midnight. But if I can find somebody who's celebrating a little further to the east, we'll just do something like that. That's great. I think that's going to be a good time. Hey, Labman, how you doing? What are you doing for New Year's? Most of us are too old to do anything for New Year. Are you one of those young people that has parties and that's what you're going to be? Now, there's another thought, though. We do get up at like 4 o'clock, so I could just get up and live stream party with the people who who are having New Year's to the west of me. I've worked that out. That's some logic right there. Me too, KC. Me too. Absolutely. Yeah. 100%. Get that totally. But I guess I don't know the rules of YouTube. How do the rules of YouTube work? Much better. Yeah, I agree. 100%. How do the rules of YouTube work? I mean, can you drink on YouTube as a host? I don't know. I haven't considered that. Can you smoke the weeds or inject the weeds? Can you inject the pot on YouTube? Yeah, chilling. There you go. See, I could chill with some Aussies. Yeah, I could. I wonder how that would go. You know, whenever I get around people and they have an accent, as we discussed earlier, yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna have to make a note. Chilling with the Aussies. I need see Aussie streamers because I just have this odd time frame of the day. Oh, okay. As far as the drinking and the yeah, see, and then as marijuana becomes legal, how is that going to work? Are we going to be able to smoke marijuana or partaketh of the plant, the nectar of the gods, kind of thing? Are we going to be able to do that live on streams? Is that a thing? You know, I remember there was a time back in the day you didn't talk about it. You didn't let people know that you did, or yeah. And now everybody and their dog does it. Right, their dog. I'm not kidding. Their dog. Their dog does it. Yeah. My neighbor's got better weed than I do. My neighbor's dog. That's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah, but there are some channels. Oh yeah, I guess there are. That's kind of what I was wondering. I'm not terribly keen on doing it myself. Doing it on camera. I wouldn't. I don't. They're doing. I'm not. I don't want to do anything like that. So if they said you could, I probably wouldn't. Um, there you go. Yeah, I guess you could do that. Yeah, you remember back in the day whenever you kind of had to be quiet about your stuff. You'd meet some guy and pass him some money. He'd pass you some dope. They called it dope. The people who are a little bit older than me, or at least in my clique, they called theirs dope. I never really called it dope. I always called it weed, just weed. But yeah, they call it dope. So now whenever I want to be funny about it, I call it dope. It's just dope. Ah, yeah, that's unfortunate. Really, yeah, it was really there was a lot of stigma around it too. Uh, there was the penalty. I'm from West Texas. West Texas as a kid to get caught with, back in the '80s, '90s, to get caught with weed, that was bad, very bad. And that's that. And then of course those, especially in my group, because we were kind of redneckish. In my group, it was then they not only did you get in trouble with the law, that they would also think you were dumb, like Shaggy from um, in Amsterdam. Yeah, yeah, I know. And that's one of the things that in Amsterdam you can do the thing. All my life I've heard about that, known you could go to do that. Matter of fact, I want to show you guys something. Let me find my thing here while we talk about. I've seen that in Amsterdam they've got the shops where you can go smoke the marijuana and you do those things, and it's always been one of those. Man, it sure be nice to get over there to do the thing. And now, I mean, it's Colorado. It's right over there, that way. I don't know where you guys are, but Colorado is that way. And so, let me pull this up because I know you guys are dying to do this. Let's see here. Boom, boom. Okay, I have this friend who's got this website. It's really not my website. I say that, right? I won't put this link since we're talking about the thing. Oh yeah, yeah. I never did. I never. I hate to be such a priss about it, but I never really did any of the hard stuff or anything. I've just always done the the weeds. So let's see if that works. There we go. I've got this friend who's got this website, and it's really cool. He's been building it, and I'm all proud of him. Of course, it's all about it's called killerstickyBud.com. So as you can imagine, it's about model airplanes and fashion, trying on yoga pants. That's what I've thought about doing is, it kind of hit me yesterday. See, this is some crap weed. Shrooms, yeah, it's a whole different. I did shrooms once. It was not an experience that would compel me to do it again. It just wasn't. It wasn't a pleasant experience. No, Mom, don't eat the cat. Sorry. I don't know, maybe. Anyway, so yeah, check out his website. Give it a look if you want. It's pretty neat. I think he's doing a really good job with it. And, to tell you the truth, this guy I'm talking about, since we're on the subject of weed, this guy I'm talking about who made this website, I was like 15, and he was 15. We were both 15, by the way. And we were living in West Texas, and he had been in trouble and doing bad things, and I was a good Chris and wasn't doing anything bad. And we were friends, and I was trying to guide him, and we were hanging out together one night, and it was like more like 2 o'clock in the morning. We were walking around just out in this little town in West Texas. And he was going to go ahead and smoke him a little bit of a roach. And I said, just to see what the bad kid gets out of this. I said, I'll try that to see what happens. So I took some, and I just like one little hit or two, because there wasn't nothing but a tiny, tiny little roach. And I tell you, I got all paranoid, crazy. Is that the cops? Is that the cops? I'm going down. Yeah, so that was this guy, though. 35 years later, here he is running Sticky Bud, killerstickybud.com. So the chapters of his book didn't stray too terribly far. Mushrooms are decriminalized. All right, let's talk about the shrooms. I've thought about shrooms as a medicine, microdosing shrooms to help focus and things. Some of you who've followed me probably notice I have a focus issue. I may or may not stray when I talk. So I've thought about doing the as a mental thing. I don't know though. I wanted to research it and find out. And the wife is a nurse, and she would club me like a baby harp seal if I tried something like that without. How frog licking and things like that got started. I'm sure it would. That would be a good book. Good for depression. Probably could be some. Yeah, that would be good for you, because I've seen your Facebook post, young man. You could probably use some. Yeah, ADHD. Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, probably good for you. The frog licking. You just sit around and think, "Oh, frog licking. I wonder where somebody thought to lick a frog." Yeah, but that is a good. I've heard about that. So, of course, some frogs obviously are more deadly than others. But yeah, frog licking kind of has the same result, I've heard, as the shrooms. Yeah, I had one shroom exercise or experience, and it was not. Yeah, that's true. All right, so let's talk about what Casey Randy here just said. I've considered using my extensive cannabis knowledge in the industry. Kids are grown, getting a divorce, no reason to start. All right, so that's kind of the deal. Why not? Aren't there channels that deal with marijuana? I haven't looked at it. I mean, I remember back in the day, a year or two ago, I briefly looked into something for some kind of little thing I had gotten I didn't know how to use. So I know there are channels out there that do deal with marijuana, cannabis. I prefer cannabis and its related oils and weeds and all kinds of things, liquids. Atheist, yeah. Well, I mean, no worries. I'm not going to move there. I promise. I've been through Midland, Texas. I know the smells. Yeah. So what about that, Casey? Have you considered looking into doing a YouTube channel on cannabis related things? I guess I ought to ask my friend that too, because I got the website. So. Because I've never really thought. I actually have stocks in marijuana, cannabis. I don't know if it's cannabis. It's cannabis. I prefer cannabis. I've had them for like 6 years, 7 years, 6 or 7 years. I've had these stocks. I bought these penny stocks in cannabis. Stop calling it marijuana. Let's see. That's good. I would be willing to help. Whatever I could do. Any help you need, let me know. Yeah, so I got these stocks, penny stocks, a long time ago, and I knew how to access them. And then Scottrade, I think it was Scottrade I had. They sold out to one other company. I got this email going, you need to go over here to do the thing, and I just never gone over there. So I guess my stocks are over there, hopefully growing. I'll be Scrooge McDuck. I'll come in. I got my stocks, guys. I'm moving away. You never see my smiling ass again. Anyway, no, what'll probably happen is I'll find out, I've got $37 in stocks that I can't sell because, you got to have at least $100 worth of stock to sell it. Well, yeah, there you go. There you go. Sandwich place. Well, I'll tell you a little experience there that we had. My wife and I, whenever I guess it's about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, that we went to it was called a Bud and Breakfast up in Colorado. It's not long after everything got all legalized in Colorado. There was a Minnesota Vikings, yes, and Denver Broncos game in Denver coming up. So we went and stayed at a Bud and Breakfast in Denver that was really nice. It was called this. It is in Silverton. Silverton is where the Bud and Breakfast was, and then we went to the game and watched the Minnesota Vikings get their butts kicked by the Denver Broncos. Anyway, so that's a really cool place. Good. That was a good thing to do. It was a whole hotel downstairs. They had a tray with various different kinds of samples of their wares, and they had little pipes that you could use, and and then a pool table, of course, and breakfast bar and all this. It was really nice. So if y'all get to Silverton, check it out. It was cool. But to me, I mean, I gotta say, I didn't really enjoy, and I'm sure marijuana, cannabis changes from time to place. It's not always okay. So I'll quit that. The marijuana at that place that I went to wasn't all that good. Wasn't that good. We went to Denver. While we were in Denver, we bought some more, but it was from the same place that provides the cannabis for the Bud and Breakfast. It was just not that good. And when we went to Seattle, and it was good. We went up there and watched the Seattle Seahawks lose because that's the wife's team, and it was good. But yeah, I don't know though. I've really enjoyed seeing the way it's going. Everybody's legalizing it. These states that are legalizing it. Here in New Mexico, they've really moved forward to decriminalized it here in Albuquerque and medical marijuana and all that stuff. So I'm really glad the way the stigma about it has been lifted. So, all right, guys, I appreciate you. You all are wonderful. I'm fixing to head out. It's the day before. Let's see, it's New Year's Eve, so I got to go do stuff before the other thing. So I'm going to go stuff at the thing, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you all for showing up. And like I said, I was thinking about doing, I'm going to try to, I may either do a stream this afternoon or find a stream this week. But if I do, you guys will get a notification. So thank you all for showing up. Man, it was wonderful. And I will see you, of course, I'll definitely be here tomorrow. Tomorrow, yes. I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. And as I go forward, I know, as I go forward, I'll try to get more content and get things better aligned. So you guys have a wonderful day. I will talk to you tomorrow.